Okay, so welcome everyone. I hope you all had a great week so far. I know I am, but I hope you're enjoying this warm weather after the rain yesterday if you're in Toronto. Thank you for joining us this Wednesday. Today, we're excited to discuss food services and healthy eating at York University. You'll learn about meal plans, affordable food options, culturally diverse offerings, healthy eating, and more from York University's registered dietitian Dahlia, who has over 12 years of experience in the healthcare and food industry, and Samaria, who is an operations assistant. Exciting. And I have one more exciting announcement. We encourage everyone to participate and engage as you'll have the chance to be entered into a raffle to win a brand new air fryer. This could be a really helpful tool when cooking, and I'm a huge testament of that. But before we get started, I'll pass it over to my colleague Rachel for a brief assessment just to gauge the audience and get to know you a bit better. Over to you, Rachel.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So I'll be sharing my screen now and we can get on with the Kahoot. Okay. So today, we're gonna do a quick Kahoot just to get assessments of where everyone is and just like a general range of who the students are and what will be happening today. The code for today is 241-7311. You go to kahoot.it and then it's 241-731. Or you can scan the QR code on the screen. And it will also be in the chat just for reference to 241-7311. Give you all a few minutes just to join before we get started. Again, go to kahoot.it on your web browser and put in the code 241-7311. And just wait for one more minute for more people to join. And also, if you're unable to join, you can also leave your answers in the chat, and then we'll also react to that and respond to that too. All right, so starting now. First question, please tell us which city or country you're joining us from. You type your answers and let us know where you're joining us from. Again, it's not too late to join the Kahoot. Game pin is 241-7311. All right. Hey, Brampton, Turkey, Canada, Edmonton, Toronto, Argentina, the US, Newmarket, Saudi Arabia, Chicago. That's good. It's great to see diverse students here in our meeting today. Thank you again for joining us. And we'll on to our second question. So what brings you to today's session? Why are you here? Are you an upcoming fall-winter student looking to learn more information about eating on campus, or just want to learn more general information, or you're a parent or family member of an upcoming student, just wanting to know what York has to provide for your students? Or other. All right, so most folks on the chat today are mostly upcoming fall or winter students. Welcome to York University. We're excited to have you here, and we hope you're able to learn so much more information about the resources that York has to offer. So third question, so which of York's campus will you be studying at this coming semester? The Kill campus, which is the largest one, the new Markham campus or the Glendon campus? So let us know in the chat where you're going to be studying from this coming semester. Right. So most folks are joining us from the Kill campus, and one or two other people will be joining us from Markham and Glendon. Okay, and our last question. So just to get a general view of what the incoming students will likely learn throughout the course of the summer before the resume, what other like sections would you like to learn about? What other resource on campus would you like to learn? Enrollment and finances, commuting and city transit, York's history and values, student community organizations, campus buildings and residences, or campus recreation and athletics. Let us know what you would love to learn about so we can do better in our upcoming events. All right, so most folks are willing to learn more about enrollment and finances. I encourage you to join our York 101 events. I think we'll be having one tomorrow, an in-person York 101 event. So if you're able to come around for that, please show up. We'll also have a virtual York 101 event throughout the rest of the summer. So you can also join that too. And you can always learn more about these resources that York has to offer. So for now, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and we'll continue the code after the session. Thank you. And over to Delia.
Amazing. That was great to see the variety and diversity among our students with us today. All right. Just want to do one last check. Can you see my slide? Okay, I think I see some nodding. Awesome. Okay, well, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Today we're going to be talking about meal plans and healthy eating on campus. My name is Dalia Abu El Hassan. I'm the registered dietitian here in our food services department. I lead all the nutrition and food sustainability initiatives for our department, and I'm going to pass it on to Samira to introduce herself.
Hi there, my name is Samira and I'm the operations assistant for food services. So I handle all the day-to-day stuff, all the administrative stuff for food services on campus.
Awesome. So today we've got lots of exciting things we're going to be covering. We're going to talk a little bit about our dining options on campus, how the dining plans work, where you can eat on campus, and some of the different menu offerings. And then we'll talk about some of the nutrition resources available to you, as well as our sustainability and food accessibility initiatives, and then wrap up with our various student engagement tools.
So I'll start us off with talking about the dining options that are available on campus. So as you know, we do have 3 campuses now. On our main campus, the Keo campus, we have over 50 locations that you can dine at, which includes our locations that are run by our U Eats team, the Student Center, Shoe Lake, York Lanes, and the Quad. Next slide. And these are our dining plans. So this is a chart here that basically just shows the different plans that you can choose. So your dining plan allows you to purchase food on campus and save the HST on all of your meal purchases. So your dining plan is also loaded to your U card. So whether you get the physical U card or you have a mobile U card, if you choose a dining plan, it will be loaded onto there. And it also uses a declining balance system. So basically the amount that you pay for your meal gets declined from the balance that's on your meal plan. If you do run out of funds, you can always contact the UCard office and you can upgrade your plan. And we always get this question, how do you choose the right dining plan? So I know this may look a little bit overwhelming on the chart with all of these numbers, but the only difference is basically the dollar value for each of the dining plans. So we always tell students to kind of consider their eating habits, how many times they're going to be on campus. Some students go off campus for the weekends or anything like that. So just taking into consideration how many meals you would have during a typical term or week, and then you can decide which one fits your dietary needs. And just as an example, for somebody who chooses bronze, this may not give you the 3 full meals a day. So if you go home on the weekends or you're planning to go home for an extended period of time, that might be the best option for you. And when you do purchase one of these dining plans, so at the end of the dining plan term, anything that's in your meal plan plus dollars here, it gets transferred over to a taxable account that you can use in subsequent years on a taxable basis. But anything that is left in the meal plan dollars account does expire at the end. So that's very important for you to remember. So try to use those up as much as you can, because those do expire at the end of the dining plan term, which is typically at the end of April. Next slide. Okay, so with your dining plan, there are two main accounts that are on your dining plan, which is Meal Plan and Meal Plan Plus. The difference is the locations that you can use it at. So on the next screen, you'll see a list of locations that we'll go through. So for meal plan eateries, you can use them at Bergeron, Central Square, Center for Film and Theater, Dadeley Building, Glendon, Osgood, Lassonde, Stong, Williams Small Center, and Winters Cafeteria. For Meal Plan Plus eateries, you can use them at the locations that are located in the First Student Center, Second Student Center, Schulich School of Business, the Quad, and York Lanes. Can you go back to the previous one? Sorry. The previous one? Yeah. So that's basically the breakdown of how you would use Meal Plan and Meal Plan Plus dollars. So we also have another account that will be on your U card, which is called the Flex account, or Flex dollars we call it. So the Flex account can be used for multiple things on campus. So if you do purchase a dining plan, if you were to purchase like a snack or something like that, you would actually need to have Flex dollars on your U card to do that, unless you pair them up when you're buying your prepared meal at the cafeterias. Your Flex dollars can also be used at the bookstore. You can get Scholar dollars. So if you actually put money onto your Flex account and you buy stuff at the bookstore, you get 5% back, which you can basically use as a reward system to get money off of future purchases at the bookstore. And you can also use these around campus for printing and copying at the library. Also, if you are planning to live in residence, you will need to add money to this to do your laundry, and you can use them around campus for the vending machines as well. Next slide. Next one. So what is considered a meal? So a meal is considered to be a prepared entree. So this could be something like a sandwich, a warm meal, a salad, a burger. And then you can add items such as a dessert, a snack, a juice, or any sort of beverage of your choice. So for example, we're looking at this diagram here. So if you wanted to purchase like a grain bowl such as this, you can then pair it with a coffee, a tea, a muffin, a yogurt. That would be considered a meal. If you were trying to just purchase a coffee and an apple, those are both sides, so they wouldn't be able to be purchased on your dining plan. Another example would be maybe a burger and fries. You can add a side salad, you can add a granola bar, a pop, a bag of chips, something like that. So that's what you would be focusing on if you are purchasing a meal. Next slide.
Perfect. So today we're going to be talking a bit more about our U Eats dining location specifically. You might have heard the term U Eats. When we talk about U Eats is York University's campus food service provider, and it's a partnership that we have with Compass Group. And we have a huge focus on nutrition, wellness, and sustainability when it comes to our food initiatives. And I'll be sharing a video that will provide you with an overview of some of the highlights of our initiatives.
U Eats at York U is our campus dining program in partnership with Compass Group, and our mission is to create an engaging dining program that allows our community to be involved and that our menus are nutritious, sustainable, and offer quality.
Our commitment to sustainability is also looking at how we're committing to supporting farmers in terms of fair trade for products that we're acquiring.
There's fair trade products like coffee, chocolate, and bananas. We look at things like our menu. We look at ensuring the menus are nutritious, that they meet the diverse needs of our York community, and that our menus are plant-forward. When we consume a more plant-forward diet, it's better for the environment and it's better for our health.
We also have a program with Friendlier for reusable containers, and that helps to reduce at least plastic waste through food packaging.
We have our Teaching Kitchen program, which is essentially cooking classes that students can participate in. We also have our Value Meal program, which was one of our initiatives to help ensure food security on campus, where we offer affordable meals for our campus community.
Our university commitment to sustainability, our university academic plan that speaks to the university-wide challenge of answer the Sustainable Development Goals, is really the opportunity for us to move together as a community. I think UEAT has really looked at embracing sustainability as a core part of their service delivery at the institution.
Whether it be through reducing food waste or by trying to eliminate the plastic waste that we have, UEAT is creating a positive change.
Great. So hope that provided a snapshot of some of our initiatives that we offer in food services. I'd like to spend a bit of time talking about our menu offerings, and some of the common questions we receive include things like, are there vegan, vegetarian options? We have plenty of vegan, vegetarian options. Having a plant-forward menu is actually one of our key priorities here on campus, knowing that consuming a plant-forward diet is better for our health, better for our environment. We've got plenty of options. If you scan this QR code, it's going to take you to our dining directory. And I know the team has put the link in the chat as well for our dining directory. And you can filter for dining locations that offer vegan, vegetarian, and other diet accommodations around campus. We also have quite an extensive halal menu on campus. So in the UEAT's dining locations, look out for that halal symbol that I have on this slide, and that can guide you in your choices around campus. We also, during Ramadan, extend the hours of some of the stations just to accommodate the time for breaking your fast. And then we offer a variety of cultural menu items during that month, and dishes and foods such as dates to break your fast. Similarly, with kosher, we actually have a kosher deli, a country-style kosher deli right here on campus, fully certified kosher location. You don't have to be following a kosher diet to eat there. Their menu is quite extensive with a large variety of items. So I encourage everybody to give that a try. And for those that have celiac or gluten allergy, there are many locations on campus that offer food items without gluten. We also have Bergeron building has a Bergeron dining location that is actually fully gluten-free certified. So you can find plenty of items there, like sandwiches, pizzas, different hot entrees, breakfast items, desserts that can meet your needs. So I encourage you to follow the QR code where you can look at all our dining locations that we have on campus. And then having a large variety of culturally diverse options is another key focus for us here, just knowing how diverse the York community is and the general interest in consuming different dishes from different cultural cuisines. We have stations if you go to any of our dining halls, such as Stong, Winters, or Glendon, or even Central Square. We've got a station called Chef's Table or World Kitchen, and that station is one of my favorites. It's got a variety of culturally diverse dishes. You can find also locations on campus that specialize in a certain cuisine. So for example, if you're interested in Middle Eastern, we've got Osmos and Peterland. We've got Ziteca if you're interested in Mexican. And I'd love in the chat just to kind of share some of your favorite cuisines with us here today in the chat. That would be great. I'd love to see what are some of your interests in cultural cuisines. So we've got plenty to offer here on campus. Additionally, We have signed the pledge with Health Canada to increase our offerings of healthy food and beverages on campus. So very excited to be collaborating with Health Canada on this initiative because we are prioritizing healthy, culturally diverse foods for our community. And if you are interested, this year we're offering dining hall tours. You don't have to be a student on a meal plan to participate in this. This is open to anybody. You know, if you're going to be eating on campus, or whether you're living on campus or commuting, we would encourage you to attend our dining hall tours. We've got 3 planned for September. You can follow this QR code to register for the dining hall tour. And we will be touring a few of the locations around campus. So at Kiel, we will be going to Stong, Winters, Central Square, Bergeron, and at Glendon, we have the Glendon Marché. So we'll take you on a tour there and to see the various stations. All right, and then the best part is for students on dining plan, they get access to myself at no cost. I help you navigate your food choices on campus. If you have allergies, you have health conditions, you need diet accommodation, my role is to help you navigate your options on campus. And my services are available both virtual and in person, so you can choose what you're comfortable with. And it's a service that's available to students on dining plans. Additionally, we have plenty of nutrition resources for you on our food services website. If you visit our website, we've got nutrition tips, we have recipes, and I'm actually going to share the website with you just to give you an idea of some of the things that you can find on our website. So if you land on our food services website, you can go to our nutrition page right here. And this is where you can book an appointment with myself. And I see the link has been posted in the chat as well. So you feel free to follow along. You can also see our nutrition tips right on our website. We've got things from eating disorders resources, how to access a dietitian, meal prep, grocery shopping tips and hacks that can help you with your food journey here on campus. And then we have various food sustainability initiatives. So if you'd like to see some of our sustainability stats, or you're interested in looking at getting more information about our work on the food guide on healthy eating, as well as our other various initiatives, you can find that right here. And for those of you who are not going to be on a dining plan, but are still interested on eating on campus, on seeing a dietitian, you have various options. I would check your YFS health and dental plan to look at your dietitian coverage. You can check if you're going to be having private insurance, you can check that for dietitian coverage. And this QR code will take you to the Dietitians of Canada website, where you can find a dietitian based on an area of specialty or geographic location. Or anyone in Ontario can call 811 and have access to a dietitian for free. All right, so for those of you who are thinking of grocery shopping, you have a variety of options on campus. We have Shoppers Drug Mart and the grocery checkout. Also nearby Kiel, we've got No Frills, Freshco, and Walmart. These usually have really good pricing when it comes to their food and beverages. Near Glendon campus, there's Metro, George's Independent City Market, and for delivery, there's also the Grocery Getaway. I've also shared a few of my favorite apps here. Has anybody heard or used any of these apps before? I love using Flip. I use it regularly when I go grocery shopping because I can see what is on sale, the different flyers for the different stores. And I see Shirley here, you use Flip. Anyone use Too Good To Go? That's another favorite of mine. Stores, grocery stores, restaurants, at the end of the day, they can put items that they would typically discard, even though they're still safe to eat. They would list that item for 70% discount. So it's fantastic for saving money, but also you're saving the environment. So these are some neat apps that you can check out. All right, so let's talk a little bit about sustainability. So here at York University, sustainability is one of our key priorities. It's right in our university priorities, and it's also in our food services core priorities as well. We have a variety of programs that address sustainability. Friendlier is our reusable container program. And basically, you receive your meals at our U-East location in this blue container. And this container is a reusable container. What you would do after eating is you would, there's a QR code right at the back of the container that you would scan into the Friendlier app and return the container, and you actually get 50 cents back. So I would encourage everybody to, some people forget to return their container or end up just throwing it in the garbage, but this is actually a reusable container and you get money for returning it. So I will show you a video on how this works.
In October, York will place single-use paper food containers in our residence dining halls, Stock, Victor, and Glendon with reusable Friendlier containers.
Friendlier is a Canadian startup founded by Jackie and Kaylee, two chemical engineering graduates with a passion for sustainability. By making this positive change, York is creating a more sustainable campus by reducing waste and helping contribute to the circular economy.
As of this new semester, York is launching this program at Osgood Bistro, Downtown Dining Hall, and Central Square. Here you can be friendlier to the planet by following just 4 simple steps.
Step 1. Order your food and get it with your Friendlier container. Step 2. Enjoy your delicious food. Step 3. Scan the QR code on the bottom with your Friendlier app. With each meal purchase, expect to get rewarded 50 cents in about 2 weeks after you return your container. Check out how easy it is to use the Friendlier app. Step 4. Return your container to a collection bin.
Participate in the Friendlier program today and help York become a more sustainable university. Hey, lad.
So that's how the Friendlier program works. The QR code here at the bottom of the screen takes you to the Friendlier app. So if you'd like to download that before coming here on campus, just to get a head start, that would be great. We are also very proud to have received the Fair Trade Silver designation this year from Fair Trade Canada, which means all our coffee and tea on campus is fair trade, our bananas are fair trade, and we offer a variety of chocolate bars that are fair trade and clothing in the bookstore that's fair trade. So I encourage you to purchase fair trade when you're on campus in our U-Eats locations. When you purchase fair trade, you know you're supporting fair wages for farmers and workers and overall better products for our environment. And speaking of coffee and tea, if you bring your own reusable mug to Starbucks or Tim Hortons or campus or any of our U-Eats dining locations, you actually receive a discount on your beverage. So I would encourage everyone to bring their own reusable mug, or you can purchase one from our bookstore if you're interested in one that is York branded as well. Similarly, we are a water bottle free campus, which means that we don't sell bottled water. However, we have over 200 water stations around campus. We believe in free access to water for everybody. So I encourage you, as the dietitian, I'm always promoting hydration. So please bring a reusable water on campus so that you can stay well hydrated. And when it comes to our food accessibility initiatives, we've got quite a few exciting things happening on campus. You can hear about our initiatives, promotions on our Instagram page. So you can follow us, YorkU Food, on Instagram. We post things like our teaching kitchen classes, any promotions that we have. So besides our website, I'd say this is your next top resource for accessing all our initiatives. With food accessibility, we've got a fantastic initiative called the Teaching Kitchen. The Teaching Kitchen is cooking classes that we host at our campuses. We offer, it's a free class hosted by our chef and myself. We prepare culturally diverse dishes. We, in a hands-on environment. So you actually get to prepare the dish and you get to eat the meal at the end of the class. There's no cost for our teaching kitchen. Students love it. it's engaging. We talk about food, we talk about what the ingredients mean to us. And it's an opportunity to talk about how we can reduce food waste in the kitchen and sustainability overall. And we also have our value meal program. This is a program that you can find at our dining halls at the chef's table station. These are meals that are under $7. So if you're looking for something more affordable, you're on a tight budget, these are healthy, balanced meals. We've taken a lot of time to ensure that they meet the nutrition needs as well. And you can find that at Glendon, Stong, and Winter's dining halls. And I'll pass it on to Samira to take you through some of our other cool initiatives.
So we have our mobile ordering app. So you can download the Transact mobile ordering app where you can choose a restaurant, personalize your order, select the time that you would like to pick up your meal, and then you can basically skip the line. So this is very helpful, you know, when you're running to and from class. So this is very convenient for students. It's available for both iOS and Android users. And then you can also book your shuttle if you need to go to and from the Cleo and Glendon campus, and then also the Village Shuttle. Next slide. And then we have another cool initiative that's called Food Back. So in our cafeterias, you'll see some signage similar to what's on the screen right now, where there is a QR code and you can provide real feedback in real time. So this is very important to us because it lets us know what you want. So not only complaints or, you know, we love to hear compliments, we love to hear all your feedback, but also you get a chance to let us know directly what you would like to see in the cafeteria. So whether or not, you know, you have a recommendation for the menu or an event that you might want to see happen in the cafeteria, we're always open to hearing your recommendations. And then at the end of providing your feedback, there's a wheel that you can spin for some cool prizes. There's some snacks. They give away stuff like AirPods or Grow Pros. So it's a very cool initiative for us to know exactly like what you're thinking. And we really want to know that. Next slide. And our U Eats team in our cafeterias do a lot of student engagement activities during the school year. So some of the engagement activities that they've done in the past were birthday babies, where during the month of your birthday, you can stop by one of the cafeterias to receive a free slice of cake. Student choice, so again, we want your feedback on like what you would like to see happen. They've done a little celebration after the end of the semester, like a disco party last year, which students thought was really fun. They do like pop-ups. They had a football fiesta and many more. So keep giving us your ideas on what you would like to see happen in the cafeterias. And we're more than happy to connect to make that a reality. Next slide. And this brings us to the end. So this is our contact information. So we have our website there. We've also looped in the UCard office. So you can follow them on Instagram. You can also email them or visit their website on how to go about getting your UCard at the beginning of the year. And that's it. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Thank you so much for your lovely presentation. We do have a lot of questions in the chat. I see everyone is so eager to like know more about the services, and I see Samira, you have already responded to a lot of them. But I will just read over some of them, and maybe both of you can help answer and elaborate more on those questions if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
So the first question that someone asked is, what is a dietitian and how can they help? I think that is the first that we could start with. Dahlia, if you would want to answer this question.
Yeah, so I can take that question. So a registered dietitian is a health professional that has education and specialization in nutrition and science. Not anybody can call themselves a registered dietitian. You have to go through an undergrad and a master's and an internship with a set number of hours to qualify. So kind of think of it similarly like what a nurse would go through or a doctor. So similar path that way. At York University, in 2022, the dietitian role was newly created, and that's when I joined because York University realized the importance of nutrition for our students and our community. And so actually this Friday marks my 2-year mark at York University. Very exciting. Dietitians work in different areas. I come from hospitals and long-term care background before coming in here. Dietitians work in private practice, consulting, hospitals like surgery, medicine, cancer, diabetes clinics, and so on. And here at York University specifically, I work in the food service department, which means my role is to help students that have allergies. Say you have a peanut allergy, milk allergy, egg allergy, figure out like where can you eat safely on campus, connecting you with chef, working on a specific menu for yourself to meet your needs. Similarly, I have students that are living on campus and they've got diabetes, high cholesterol, just helping you determine what is best to eat to help you manage your health conditions as well. And then also the sustainability and food accessibility initiatives that you have seen, things like, teaching you some of the nutritional benefits of the food you're eating and how you can incorporate a more sustainable diet. So I hope that answers the question. And I think Samira had shared, or someone had shared the link of like, what is a dietitian as well. You can read some more there.
Thank you so much. My next question I see on the chat is, if I eat 3 meals a day for 7 days, what kind of meal plan would you recommend for me to take?
So we would recommend you probably starting with the silver. So what you can do is, I know that a lot of students will be on campus kind of taking tours, looking around. You can kind of get an idea of what you would be purchasing on a regular day-to-day basis and kind of do like a rough tally. So if you're going to spend $10 on breakfast, maybe 15 on lunch, and then 20 on dinner, you can kind of get a better estimation on which plan would suit your needs. And then again, how many days you would be on campus. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. And I think it would be a follow-up for that question is, what if I'm a commuter? Would you recommend me to opt for meal plan?
Yeah, so the same theory applies. So for example, if you're going to be on campus 5 days a week, you have class on 5 days, and you can see yourself purchasing 1 to 2 meals each day, you would definitely be a good candidate for the dining plan because you'd be saving money on the HST, right? So you just kind of have to see what your how often you would be purchasing meals on campus, and it's definitely a good idea to get one. And if you are commuting, you can actually select the lowest one, which is the convenience plan. So that would be a great option for you.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Thank you so much,
You're
Samira.
welcome.
Moving on to the next question. So someone asked in the chat, what food storages or cookers are you allowed to bring to your dorm? And which ones are already provided, like freezers, microwave, what all is provided in the dorm, if you have any idea about that?
There is, I believe, on the housing website, there might be a link to what kind of items you can bring. It depends on the type of residence you are assigned and which building. Some of them tend to have like a common area that has a microwave. You can bring a mini fridge into your room. There's options to like rent them, or if you think you're going to be, using it for, for your duration here at York, you can purchase one. Like I myself remember I got one from the Walmart or Costco. So these are some options for you. I know it's very limited on what kind of cooking equipment you can have in your room, just given like fire safety and so on. Yeah, I think that's more of a housing question. So maybe we can see if there's like a link to housing's website around that.
Okay, thank you so much. And I think there's another similar question, but it's more related to nutrition. It goes like, how do I ensure my nutrition is maintained if I live on residence?
Eat in the dining halls. I know we get excited to see, because here on campus, we've got, a lot of the chains on campus, right? Like you think of like Popeyes and like Hero Burger and all these locations. Just have a balanced diet. I would say, try to eat a variety of foods. So, I've had students that were excited to be away from home for the first time and have been having fried chicken every day for a few months. And they're like, I don't feel so good. I'm like, I don't blame you. Get some veggies in you. Go to our dining halls. We've done a lot of work in the dining halls on the menu to make sure we have balanced meals that, when you're eating, make sure you've got a protein in your meal. So, if you're looking at a plant protein or an animal protein, like tofu, beans, meat, make sure there's a protein in your meal. Make sure you have a grain product in your meal. So bread, rice, potatoes, pasta. And then you also have a vegetable or a salad as part of your meal. If you think of those three components, you're going to be eating healthy if you've got those three components on your plate.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. And I think I will also use those tips for my personal nutrition balance. Thank you so much. And the next question is, I see Samira already responded to that, but I think it would be helpful for other students. It goes like, why would the meal plan dollars expire? And can I transfer the leftover money to the next one or simply pay the leftover money to the person?
So for meal plan dollars, they do expire. So that's why we are stressing that each student uh try to use as much as possible. So if it does expire, those funds actually go back into the food service program. So basically the meal plan dollars, the meal plan eateries, those are directly operated and managed by our department. So food services. So it goes back into all of like our programs. So again, we really stress that you do that. You spend all your funds, but only meal plan plus dollars will be able to transfer to the next year. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And the next question is, I know, Dahlia, you mentioned about the value meals, and you mentioned that it is very plant forward. So someone in the chat asked, does it mean it only focuses on plants with no options for meat or protein?
So we have a variety of animal products on campus. Like you can, at the grill station, you can have like anything from a grilled chicken breast to a beef burger. At the chef's table station, there is always like an animal protein option, a plant protein option, and then the value meal. The value meal is always vegan, vegetarian, but if you do want an animal-based protein product, you've got like the other chef's table options for you. There is, if you go to Central Square, we've got like World Kitchen Station, which also will always have like a chicken, beef, fish option, and a vegan, vegetarian option. We really believe in having the options there. It's your choice what you're going to eat based on so many factors, of course, right? Culture, health, preference, and so on. We have just knowing like the increase in vegan vegetarian population on campus, or simply people are now wanting to eat more vegan vegetarian for better for health, better from there's less carbon emissions when you're eating vegan vegetarian. And I challenge you to maybe have 1 or 2 meals a week that are vegan or vegetarian. If you don't have to be vegan vegetarian to eat these meals. Like I personally always do like a meatless Monday at home for dinner. And I pick another day during the week to do something like I made lentils last night for dinner, like just for variety. And a lot of cultural cuisine celebrates things like legumes and beans and lentils and chickpeas. And I'm sure like everybody here has had these as part of their food growing up. So the options are all there for you.
Sounds perfect. I love to hear that we have so much variety. And I love the idea of Meatless Monday. It is really like sustainable. And as you said, that the carbon emissions are lesser, the carbon footprints. So that's really nice to know. And my next question for you is, sorry, the chats is going like crazy right now. There's so many questions. I love that. Okay, so are the dining hall and meal plans plus locations open during summer and holidays?
So usually for stat holidays, like they would be operating on either a modified schedule. For Meal Plan Plus locations, a lot of them do stay open. So we do have our dining directory on our website where we try to post the most up-to-date information regarding the hours. Sorry, what was the other part of your question? For summer, also, the meal, so basically your dining plan, you don't have dining plan funds in the summer. So your dining plan will run from September to the end of April. And then again, if you do have funds from your meal plan plus that go over to a taxable, you can use those in the summer at the locations as well. But there isn't like the tax exemption during the summer. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And I believe my last question is, where do I check for my balance of meal plan?
Oh, so that would be like either logging onto your account like via the UCard website or having the mobile app as well. You can check your balances there, and then you could also add flex dollars there too if you like. So you could always see it in real time.
Okay. Thank you so much, Samira and Dahlia, for answering all of the questions.
You're
Now
welcome.
I would like to pass it on to Rachel, and she will take us for a small assessment for the end of the session. And over to you, Rachel.
All right. Thank you so much, Shaylee. Thank you, Dahlia and Samira, again for answering the questions and for teaching us more about the meal plans and eating services available on the campus. And right now I'm going to share my screen and we're going to finish the rest of the Kahoot that we started before the presentation. So 1 second. All right. Can we all see my screen? Okay, so this is where we stopped the last time before the presentation. Now I'm going to move on to the next. In case you did not join the first time and you'd like to join for the rest of the questions, go to Kahoot.it and the game pin is 241-7311. 241-7311. And moving on to the next question. So how helpful was today's session? Let us know how you found the session on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being very satisfied, 1 being very dissatisfied. Let us know how the session was for you today. And if you have any feedback, you can also put that in the chat too, and then we'll go through it. Okay. Oh, wonderful. So most people were very satisfied, and the average is 4.5. Thank you again to Dali and Samira for all your responses and just teaching us so much about the food resources on campus. And moving on to the next question. So what is something that you would like to know more of going forward? It could be related to what we learned today or relating to any other services available at York that you would like to know more about. So let us know by typing your answer. Or something that you'd like to know more about going forward. And also you can leave the answers in the chat and the Zoom too, so we can also discuss that. The refrigerators, the health and dental plans, sustainability, meal plan plus money, and how to make friends. Thank you all for your response. Concerning the refrigerator, I'll recommend going to the residence website to look about the to-do list and the do and don'ts of living in a residence. Also, when you're about to move in, they should send you a PDF document talking about what you can bring into your residence. Meal plan, also you can reach out to Dahlia's team, and then I'm sure they can leave an email or website which you can reach out to learn more about meal plan and sustainability. The health and dental plan, I would recommend reaching out to the YFS, the York Federation of Students, and it could help you out with that. And how to make friends, I recommend also coming around for our events, join our Slack channel, and you can get to meet people in your program or your faculty. And our last Kahoot resource is scanning our Eventbrite page to be able to learn more about the future events that we would be hosting. Follow us on Instagram at Student Life YorkU, and that is it for today. Thank you again for joining.
Okay, thank you, Rachel. Thank you, everyone, for attending today's session on food services and healthy eating at York University. We hope this has given you a valuable insight and made you more excited about the dining options available on campus. And a big thank you and round of applause to our guest speakers, including our registered dietitian, Dahlia and Samaraya, for sharing their expertise and resources with us. Thank you so much. We also hope to see you at our upcoming events. And for those who are interested in the raffle, we took note for today's attendees and participation, and the winner will be announced on the York U Slack channel. So stay tuned. So have a great rest of your day or night, and we look forward to seeing you at our next event. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.